Welcome back to Ultra Koi, and yes, we are at the Crouch Valley Koi Show again for 2025. So this is the small koi show that's in the UK in Essex. We've been here the last couple of years. This is where last year was lucky enough to do a behind the scenes, so that video is still on the channel, go check it out. But the show was previously in this greenhouse on my left here, and it has now moved to a new location within the garden centre. Great day out, great place to come check out. Garden centre's quality as well. And then you've obviously got the koi show. So here it is. Let's get straight into it. We're going to start off by looking at the koi vats today. So I'll do them all in order. I will show you from 1 to 25 and the auction tank as well. Just past the aquaration stand and the Northline nets, and get straight into into vat number 1. So we'll show you the board for everyone. We'll show you the fish and everyone. Lovely Matsukawabaki in here. Really like this Matsukawabaki. An underrated fish, I think. Starting to become more popular as well. So a Gimrin as well, which tops it off. Absolutely stunning, I think. My favourite in here. I'll go through my favourites of each one. I won't talk over every single one because you don't want to listen to me. But what I've tried to do is, as ever, I give everyone a chance who can't attend these events the chance to see what was in each vat as best as possible. I've done my best with the glare off the top of the water surface with filter lens. But you just can't beat it when the sun's out like this in a greenhouse like this. So that's vat number 1. Vat number 2. Again, all the classes, the sizes, etc. of each fish. You can pause on this if you want to, and you can sit and have a look at what's in here. But straight away, 2 standout fish is that Goshiki with the floating Benny is just amazing. I mean, it's proper red, sitting on top of the fish. Fantastic. And then there's this Deutz Sankey, which again, what a body on that. If that Goshiki had that Sankey body, that would be unbeatable. The Benny Conryonyu in here as well. Fantastic. Gimrin showers. We all know one of my favourites. A shower of a bit of Gimrin on. And a lovely Shiro Yatsuri as well. And okay, Asagi. Not my favourite type of one. There's a really good one in the vat later on. But yeah, the rest of them, absolutely. There's a Goromo there as well. That's just gone out a shot on the left. You don't see many of them. It's a pretty nice example of one. Stunning fish, lovely. So vat number 3, again, you can pause on these if you want to. That's the only reason I put them in, so you can see what each one is and what class it's gone in for those who are interested in that side of the show scene. In here, stand out straight away is that Achiba. There's a couple of really good Achibas at this show. Gimrin shower, absolutely lovely as well. But yeah, this Achiba, the colour on it and the scalation, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So defined. It's like someone's literally got a fine liner and gone around every scale with that Fukurin. Really nice golden corn in here as well. One of 2, I want to say, that are at the show this year. Really good example. You see that Kanoko effect really coming through. And then obviously the rest of it, you've got nice Shiro, nice Tancho Sankey. But yeah, again, each vat I'm just picking out my standout ones. You'll have different standout ones, I'm sure, but I don't think there'll be many people who disagree about that Achiba. Absolutely fantastic. Like I said, there are a couple here as well, so I'm hard pressed to choose my favourite. It's vat number 4. The club info up on the side for the show. These guys will hang on them. They're all hanging around over the back, so I can't see some smaller ones in here. You can't really see them. This is the problem with the glare, the bubbles. It's the best you can do. I wouldn't say my view was much better when they were over that side of the vat in person anyway, but it is what it is. We'll give it as long as possible, but they're not budging. So we'll move on to the next one. So again, I'll show you the images. Again, you can pause if you want to. That's 71 centimetres, the biggest one in here, and again it is an Achiba, and what a beast of an Achiba it is. One of these I'm pretty sure I've seen at this show in the last 2 years. I couldn't tell you which one it is, but look at the body on it. Look at the size of it. And again, the colour, the scalation, top fish. Really like Achiba at the minute. Something that's grown on me over the last couple of years, especially if you can find a Gimrin one with that type of colour. I just don't feel like you see them with that type of coloration on them often. Another Goromo as well, really heavy this one. It almost covers the entire fish. Kajaku's nice as well. Good colour on it. And there you go, so vat number 6. Same as, leave you there to pause if you need them. And this, so if you'd have seen last year's video, I'm 99.9% sure we saw this last year a lot smaller, and obviously with a lot less sumi on it that was sitting under the skin. So it's a Deutsch shower, and it looks fantastic, absolutely perfect. It's still got a little bit of finishing off doing some of the sumi, but yeah, absolutely quality. I can't remember if that's the one that won last year or not. There was 2 last year at this particular show, but yeah, that is really nice. That's come on well done to the owner. The size they've put on that over the last 12 months, really nice. That's not finished. You can see the sumi on the head still got to develop more, some more coming through on that Benny. But look at the sumi on the back of it that has started finishing off. The colour, the inky black versus the red of the Benny, superb. Empty vat, that one. We'll skip that. So vat number 8. And again, I think this as a Ginrin Kahaku, which is very nice. Do like a bit of Ginrin. Seems to be more of it around as well, I feel now, than there used to be. And the rest of them are hanging over the back. So I'm pretty sure there's that's a nice sumi. The colour's so vibrant on that. So vibrant. The Gashiki doesn't want to come over and play, but you can see the floating Benny. Try and zoom in a bit. Just got the lighter tone underneath, one of the lighter type ones, hasn't finished off yet. A very nice example. Vat number 9. Again, they're all hiding under the bubbles. It's a very nice Ginrin Achiba in here. Very nice. So I think some of these Ginrin Achibas and the Ginrin one as well, probably one of my favourites at the show today. I can't decide which one because I liked all of them for different reasons. The last one we saw had the best body, I thought. The first one had a fantastic coloration. This one was Ginrin and had bits of what the other 2 had as well. So really, really nice. But as ever, there's always a couple of vats that want to hide over the back of the vat. You can't see through the reflection in the bubbles. I'll give them a second, but if they don't play ball, we will move on. Yeah, they're having none of it. Let's get over into the next one. So that brings us on to vat number 10. Leave those there so you can pause if you want to. So this one, that Ginrin Goshiki, absolutely lovely. Really like that. That is a very nice fish. Hiyutsuri is pretty class as well. Underrepresented, I think, the Hiyutsuri in this show today as well. I know this is one of the club members has got that monster one. I can't remember, it may have been Pondy himself, I can't remember. But that's not here this year, but that Hiyutsuri is pretty nice. But yeah, the Gashiki is my personal favourite, and he's got some nice smaller ones that I think are going to develop nicely as well. Nice Ginrin shower there. Ginrin Sankey, as you know, Sankey's not really my favourite, but I do appreciate they are a good fish when I see one. It's a pretty nice one. So vat number 11. Quite a few in here. And the one that stands out to me is this Kajaku. It's got very nice Benny on it. Not the best of shapes, not textbook as everything else. And then you've got this shower as well, which I really like. Nice Benny Kiko. Yeah, the pigment on that Kajaku really stands out. Don't know if the camera's picking it up that well. This shower is lovely as well. Ginrin. There's a lot of showers that the show this year. Definitely feel that they're up in popularity again. So vat number 12. Now I don't know if that looks like a Ginrin Matsukawabaki to me, but not 100% sure if it's just a Shiro. But I always struggle telling them apart. So no, obviously it's a Wagoi Kumunryu really. It looks like a Matsukawabaki to me, but I'm sure someone can tell me the difference. How to actually rule out which one's which in the comments. Not the area that I'm best up to speed on. Nice Tancho Showa there. Some other Ginrin examples as well. Nice Shiro. Moving on to VAT 13. Now, we spoke about the Benny on the Kajaku and the other one. This one is nuts. So obviously we've got the nice Sankey here, a couple of Kahakus. Really nice bodies on them. Lovely. So the Benny's really good. Lovely fish. A Goromo again, so that's the third one. Don't remember seeing any at last year's. Probably was. Probably correct me. Or someone correct me on that one, but I just don't remember seeing any. But I've seen 3 today. Very nice Tancho. And then this Kajaku. So again, body you're not too fussed about. But the Benny on it, I thought the other one was good, and then this one, again, I'm not sure the camera's picking it up that well, but it's proper red on the Kajaku. You see the head and the pattern down the body. It's like a crack to try and breed from that with another one with more body traits to see if you can get that Benny across, because brilliant, fantastic. Lovely fish. VAT number 14 we're moving on to, so we're cracking through them now. So this is absolutely massive, this Kajaku. It's from Marudo Koi Farm. I believe it was the chap that was down with a fella from Clearwater Koi. He got it from Japan himself on a recent trip. Lovely fish. Nice Shishui, a nice Ginrin Asagi. But the Kajaku itself, pretty impressive in terms of size and body shape. Very nice fish. I know the owner's absolutely made up with it as well, so thank you for sharing it. Right, we move on to VAT number 15. So some Gosanki in here again. Obviously always the most popular. A nice Ginrin Chag. Another Algoromo. 2 nice Kahaku as well. Good body on that latter one. Very nice Sankey. Again, like I said, Sankey aren't my favourite, but I can appreciate a good one. And actually both of them are pretty nice, but I think the smaller one would have been my pick, just so like the Sumi placement, very balanced pattern. And a little bit more coming up on the head by the look of it, so I'll just back behind the head, shoulder area. Very nice. Which brings us to VAT number 16. Quite a few in here. And straight away I'm drawn to the Showas, Ginrin examples as well. And that Shiro Yatsuru is lovely, the pattern on it. Look forward to seeing that over the next couple of years if that comes back. So it's very Gosanki heavy in here again. And some nice examples. Very nice Ginrin Asagi as well. I'm sucking for a bit of Ginrin. And this Ginrin Benigoi, it's very similar to one of mine. A little bit smaller than I think than my one, but very, very nice. I'd be interested to know what farm that came from. A very good body shape on it. So VAT number 17. And we've got a couple of monsters in here. Again, heavy Gosanki and a Benigoi. Very nice Kahaku, very nice Sankey. Just look at that. Well worth the trip to come and see. And don't forget, if you are watching this on Sunday morning, this show is still on today, and you can go and have a look. I believe it closes at 4. Well worth a look at the Perrywood Garden Centre in Buckhatch. If you're anywhere in the southeast, worth a look. Free entry as well, so you can't odds that. That 4-step Kahaku is lovely. Very, very nice. They're all very nice, to be fair. I wouldn't kick any of them out, would you? But you get spoilt for quality at places like this, so you start to be really, really fussy. Very nice Sankey as well. Right, on to the next vat, which will be vat number 18. Sankey having a little flick there. Very nice one as that as well. Very unusual one there. Very, very heavy on the Saroji and not a lot of Benny and Sumi, but it still was very different. I like it. It's almost like a what you'd call a Kindai Show, isn't it? Very nice. Is that another Goromo? Looks like it. So I think that's 4 or 5 I've seen so far at the show today. So definitely more represented this year. These are auction fish, I believe. Yes, they are. So these are fish that have been donated to the club to auction off on Sunday at 1 PM to help support the club. So if you want to get involved, make sure you take some cash with you and get your bidding hand in. You see, it's quite busy in here. Vat number 19. And here you've got some lovely Kahakus again. Sankey as well. Really nice. Different style of pattern. Big head on that one. Absolute monsters, look at that. Really nice. Big fish. Very big fish. Quick look at the sponsored trophy stand for Cool Water Barn and the painted plaque scheme. I'll proper look at that later. So the next vat, here we go. We have got, I think, probably along with those Achievers, this has probably got my favourite show in. So I really like that other Deutsch show. I thought that's fantastic as well. But this one's just, yeah, next level. Don't know how old it is. So how far the Sumi is down the line, but again, I've got a feeling I have seen this one at a show before, maybe. I don't know, I can't remember. But again, look at the pattern on that, and when that Sumi finishes off, that's going to be an absolute epic fish. I mean, it's already pretty damn decent, but look at that. The head pattern as well. Absolutely fantastic. It's got a bit of Coochie Benny there as well. That's going to look absolutely monstrous. I like a heavy Sumi shower. More of your, I feel like a Shiro Yatsuri balanced pattern with Benny filling in the gaps with outlined with white. That's my favourite type of shower, and that's where that's headed in my view. Very, very nice. Very nice. So vat number 21. This has got a very nice Asagi in it. Very nice Asagi, that one there. The pattern looks really good. The way the Benny's come up on the face, it's even either side. Shiro's good as well. Very nice. Very nice Asagi. Nice Ginrin Tancho as well. Don't feel like you see many Ginrin ones. It's very, very nice. But yeah, that Sagi's about the best in here. Not the back one I'm talking about, not the Gimrin one. The normal one. And you got a nice Gimrin Kahaku as well. That's Nisai as well. I was talking to the owner of this one, so that Asagi is actually Nisai. So it's a decent size as well. So hopefully we'll see that over the next few years, and that will continue to flourish. That Shiro's lovely as well, that pattern. And that's what I'm talking about. If you added Benny onto those white blocks and leave a little bit of the white, that's my favourite type of shower as well. Alright, VAT 22 we're on to. Absolute monster of a Yamabuki in here. Very big. You can see the size of it as it engulfs the others. The others aren't small. Absolute monster of a fish. The Benikiko is nice as well, and I've seen a very nice shower too. But yeah, the Yamabuki is a size. You'll be able to pause and see on the info the centimetre measurement of it. I want to say this was 98 centimetres. I can't remember off the top of my head if this was the biggest there or not. But yeah, look at that absolute monster of a fish. Dwarfs the others. And that Benikiko is not small either. So, VAT number 23. So this VAT, I think, actually, despite the fact what I've said about the Ichiba and that other shower, this I think is one of my favourite VATs. I'm very taken with this Tancho shower. That is going to be epic when that Sumi finishes off. The other showing is fantastic, and this is the golden corn that we saw last year at the show as well, and I think it's absolutely stunning. Really nice fish. Just in terms of colour, size, body shape. Just you look at it, absolutely mental. As I said, those two showers, very special as well. Really nice. And they're not small either. They're really not small. This golden corn's nuts. And a nice Tanchu Deutsche Chiba as well to round it off. Yeah, look at that. Crazy. And this is going to be very, very... Look at the pattern. Now the Sumi's all formed. Almost checkerboard style. Shame there's a tiny bit of Sumi encroaching on the Tancho spot on the head. But still, absolutely epic in my view. Looking forward if we get to see that finished when it's developed. Very nice fish. Lovely vat. Vat number 24. So, ignore what I said earlier about the Yamabuki. This is the one with the Yamabuki that's 98 centimetres. I can't remember how big the other one was, but this one is 98 centimetres. You can see it on the sticker on the tab. And look at the size, it dwarfs the others. I think one of the others is 79, so it just shows you how much smaller it makes the others look. Tancho as well is fantastic. Absolute monsters. And last but not least, we are on to VAT number 25, which has got an absolute lovely Gosanki in there. It's got an Asagi and a Shiro as well to top it off. But yeah, the Sankey was absolutely lovely. But again, they're all hiding over in the reflection or the backside, so try and wait for them to come around, see if we can get a decent shot of some of them. So move around a little bit. I said lovely Shiro. Actually, I would say that's a shower. Oh, yeah, thoughts, people. Sankey or shower? I'm going to go with shower. Very nice. What other you class it as? Very nice. I said, all hiding in reflection though, because I know you're trying to get a shot of them, which is sod's law. Right, we've had a look at all the vats. Let's now take you around what's on offer at the rest of the shows. You can see it's quite busy, a lot going on. So let's go back to the start and start from there. So at the entrance as you come in, you've got the guys from the club there with the raffle. You've got this t-shirt clothing stall this year with loads of Koi paraphernalia, including Mr. Hadfield himself. Gets absolutely everywhere, doesn't he? Attention whore he is. But yeah, some nice jumpers, t-shirts, bit of kit, bit of stash. Everyone likes a bit of stash on offer. So nice to see some actual sort of stuff like that this year. Then we've got, I can never say the name of this properly, Akahana Koi, I want to pronounce it. It looks like they've done quite a lot of sponsorship for the club this year. They're all walking around with their t-shirts on, so, and they've bought some absolute monsters to sell as well in this vat here. Absolutely huge, some of these. You can have a look, see here what's on offer. Good variety of absolutely big fish. And then I'll just take you around and let you see everything else. And if I won't talk over all of these, I'll let you see the signs, and then you can see what's on offer.
He's hanging out.
Apologies, the camera filter has kept slipping, so it's going to keep bobbing in the corner of the screen if you haven't noticed it already, but it's annoying me, so I'm sure it's annoying you. I'll try and sort that out for the next time. That's the filter I use to try and keep the reflection of the water away from disturbing the view. But there's the Burton stand. They're always there with their drums, fittings, etc. Yeah, you got clear water core here. Always turn up with a load of dry goods and fittings, so you can come down and pick up anything you need. Nice little vat of some Tosa for you to pick through. Nice metallics, some very strong colours in here. I've got a couple that I picked up from him at the Detlin show last year, which I'm going to whip out and show you soon, but they've done well. And then we'll have a quick come around here and you'll see, as I said, the stand where the shield is and the prizes, the plaques, which again, these are hand painted last year. Look absolutely superb, top effort those, so it's an impressive bit of artwork. And what a nice token as well, if you are lucky enough to win one, you get one of those as well, very unique. Gary, will you be getting one of these this year? What do you reckon? Get your name on that shield. Alright, as you move around the corner, it's the other side of the clear water koi and the Burton's bit that we've just seen. And then this side we've got Koi Carp UK Limited, who has got absolutely loads of vats here this year. So I think last year he sold out pretty quickly, so he's bought more stock with him this year. He's got some good mixes of different Tosai for you to see. There you go, you can watch one being bowled and caught live in action. Yeah, some nice mixtures, some shishuis, some metallics mixed in here as well. A couple of Gromos, Chibas, some Gajakus. Yeah, so they had several vats, and in fact some of them are quite difficult to get there for the crowds and swathes of people that are in your way. Really busy, really busy. I got here as soon as it opened on Saturday, and it was absolutely pumping within 10 minutes. So this vat had a nice lot of sort of gosankis and ginrins, etc. All sorts. Try and get back if a spot opens up to give you a better view of those in a second. Let's have a look at some of these individual pieces. These are all priced separately and pictured and certificated on his board, which we will show you in a second. So it's quite difficult to get to all of the vats just for the sheer custom that he's got coming in. It's good to see him busy as well. Nice bloke. He gets some nice fish at decent prices. So I'll just run through these for you to have a look at what's available. Let's see if we can sneak back in here. See if we get in the gap. We took the gap. Try and give you an idea of what's in here. You see there's absolutely loads, but a good mix. Metallics, Gimrins, Gosanki, non-Gosanki. As I said, this vat was plenty busy. It was instantly. And good prices as well. Decent prices for you to take a couple home. I think they were 45 each. If you bought more than one, they were 40 each. So not bad prices at all. Because it seems to me like Tosa have gone up again this year. It's ridiculous amounts from some places. These are sort of vats that you can spend a good hour just hovering over and picking one out that you think's, you know, a good chance of giving you something decent for a bargain price in the end. We'll try and manoeuvre ourselves over the back, see if we can have a look at that back vat, but try not to get in everyone's way as well. There you go. That's the rest of the individually priced one that we've seen the certificates for. Try and get a zoom in a bit. Nice shower there. So yeah, that's Koi Carp Limited, based in Swanley in Kent. It's got a website. I said, nice chat. I can get hold of most things for you. It's worth a shout if you're in the market for something. As you can see, it's pretty busy. Got the World and Shigugoi stand. And then we've got the Koi water bar, and we've got Nutrimare in front of us. Dan was very busy all morning, selling lots of food, and good to see him doing so as well. I said we'll do a food video update, so I've now used, top of my head, about 100 kilos of it, or about 5 kilos off 100 kilos. In fact, I've almost run out. I've got to order some more, but yeah, I think we're in a good place now to give you a decent view on what I thought of it. But yeah, this Koi water bar, and so these are their Tosai vat they've got for sale. A couple of nice Sanki in here actually that stood out, that looked alright. Again, double the price of the vats we were just looking at, so I wouldn't say in most parts double the quality. Just my view. This vat they got here, they were the jumbo Tosai, I want to say these were. Some pretty nice ones in. These didn't feel too bad a price actually for what they were, so a couple of really nice kahakus in here that, had I had room, I probably would have been tempted on, including that Tancho, so giving him one just to cut general. A couple of nice patterned ones. Yeah, jumbo toast, 195 each. Didn't think that was too bad at all. An advert for that Daiichi food, which I'm not going to touch or go near. And then moving on to CNN Koi. So, a couple of nice little Tosai offerings. Good mix on this one, good variety. Some really nice fish there and offer some, you see a key Shisui there. Nice Kashiki, a showa. More my style pattern showers as well. Very nice. A nice selection of jumbo Tosai here as well, which is always nice to see Tosai at this size. Because effectively, I suppose, being spawned last summer, these will be turning this eye anyway, or have turned this eye. Nice bowl of Shiros. And then there was also some Midorigo in the vat above. It's just quite difficult to see with the bubbles being right at the front, but yeah, a bit different. Nice to see something else on offer. You won't have many of. Nice selection of dry goods as well. Try and zoom out a bit for you, but yeah, that's CNN koi. And then we've got what is becoming a staple at a lot of these shows is koi carp. The koi co, sorry, koi carp. The carp co, which is also Tropco as well. Unfortunately, the light is in such a bad place for these vats. I can't see them at all on the camera. So I'm not going to be able to give you a good idea of what was in here. But their best batch was this 6-7 inch Hero mix, I think. Again, plenty of people around. Try and get over the top of them a bit better to combat that reflection, but it's just not happening. There we go, you can see some of these ones a bit better. Get around the side and have a look at some of the other stuff they've brought as well. It's always good to see them down there. They have bring a nice selection of different stuff for different ends of the hobby, catering to all. But yeah, that's what's on offer. As I said, we've got the Nutrimare stand here, plenty of food, as I said, going out the door. Couldn't get a word in edgeways with Dan because he's always chatting away to customers, but yeah. So that's it for the show. In terms of the show vats, the stands, the dealers that are on offer. So I'm going to pop off to the Aquaration stall, get myself a couple of bits, and then I'm going to get myself home. Alright, we're back from the show, we're home. Treated myself to some bits from Aquaration, a new air bar and a couple of taps to try and sort out some of the mess that I've created down there. Let's feed these guys. Make it a bit easier to clean me easy pod and stuff, so I'll tell you, sent them in the Nexus. There's the fry, they're doing really well. Really well. Food's working well as well, so I'm going to drop an update on that soon. Look at that. That is in that water blade, the solar power water blade. It has worked in an absolute dream. Bit of basil and a bit of coriander that I added more recently, which has been drowned out by the basil, but looking absolutely smashing. So anyway guys, it was nice to be back out again. Nice to get moving around and see some faces, talk to a couple of people. And it's great to see some absolutely lovely fish. So hope you enjoyed that, and until next time, I will see you then. Thanks for watching.